Today we're going to talk about the top 5 most common putting your dirt bike on the stand mistakes.
Put the stand on the bike.
Anyone see the bike?
Oh, Tyler, look up.
Oh my gosh! Who put that there? Oh shoot!
Oh, that's funny.
What's up guys, Tyler here at the MX Factory in beautiful Austin, Texas. Today we're going to talk about getting your bike on the stand properly. We see so many mistakes happen all the time out here, people lifting their bike up and falling over. So today we're going to help you with 5 awesome mistakes. Like, subscribe, and don't forget YZ125 build is happening as we speak. We got videos coming out super soon for that. Always visit our Patreon account. We're gonna start some new stuff there. Tell us, would you guys be interested in us doing a little podcast over there? We can talk for hours. If you'd listen, let us know in the comments below. So we got some merch, finally, you've been asking, we are giving. Down below, Teespring should have a link there where you can find shirts like this one. You got the little logo on the front, better riders, better racers, better people. We got, this is our little Southern California surfer style shirt. Let us know how you like it. Stick around to the end, we got a sick bonus tip for you. Mistake number 1, improper stand placement. Disclaimer here, there are many different types of stands. You got triangles, you got lift stands. We're talking about the stand that you physically have to lift the bike on. The stand is flat on the bottom. That means the ground needs to be as flat as possible. So if you're going to the track and you're not paying attention where you put your stand and one part of the stand gets put in a hole or lower than the other side, the only thing that's gonna happen is when you get to the top of the bike, it's gonna even be more dramatic. So your bike's gonna be leaning way over, and we know that there's a lot of weight up top here opposed to down below, so you're gonna have the top heavy weight trying to move off the stand. So make sure that you find a nice place to put your stand where it's even on both legs or all 4 if it's a plastic stand. I need some help.
It's not there.
And some stands, like this one below, have rounded curves on 2 sides. There's nothing to stop that round edge from going ahead and toppling over. So you want to make sure that those rounded curves are going to the front and the back of the bike, because the wheels are going to stop the bike from tipping over. Mistake number 2, improper bike placement. It's kind of stand placement, it's kind of bike placement. But what we're after here is that when you're rolling up to the stand off the track, that you're getting far enough away from the stand where you're not knocking it over when you're picking it up, and you're getting close enough to when you do leverage it off your hip or your knee that you're actually landing the bike on the stand. The proper position in my experience is I always put the stand right in front of the foot peg and about 3 to 4 inches away from the bike, so that way the foot peg's not catching the edge of the stand as I lift, right? For a shorter person like me, the closer the better, because you don't want to have to travel real long. For a taller person like Jason, you can lift it up from Jamaica and actually get it on the stand.
Come on.
Mistake number 3, improper placement on the frame. So the problem that we see here is that people either have too far back and they put the bike on the pipe in the frame, or they put it too far forward and it goes on the linkage in the frame, and both of those are going to create some instability. So you need to make sure that when you're lining the bike up, that you're lining it up for it to land on the 2 rails of the frame, which is the most common nowadays. It's going to be the most effective for the bike being stable on the stand. Mistake number 4, grabbing the bike in the wrong place. And this can be a dangerous one, so you have to be careful. I do see a lot of times where people will reach their hand down, and I'm guilty, I've done it before. Reach your hand down around the pipe, grab the pipe after it's hot, not thinking about it, and burn your hand. Hurt me, dude. You never been burned before? So what I like to do is I go right under the fender here. That's always a good go-to. Every bike has a place to hold right there. You don't want to grab the swing arm. A lot of bikes will have a little hole in their number plate here, but every bike has a fender to grab. So if you want to make a habit out of it, grab the fender. Mistake number 5, trying to lift a bike with only your arm. All arms in the lift on 3.
1, 2, 3.
The technique on lifting a bike is about anyone can lift the bike if they leverage the bike off their body correctly. Use your skeleton, not your muscles. That was Jason's advice, and I think that's great advice. So what we do with that is we either lift it up and put our hip underneath it, hip kind of in the number plate area, pull the bike onto the hip, and then kind of just scoot the hip over, and/or what I like to do is I'll pull it over on my knee, leverage the bike, get the back tire off the ground, then just kind of push the bike up onto the stand with my knee. You know, lifting the bike on the stand it becomes kind of a thing that you build naturally around how your body feels. I use both legs to put on the knee. I use the right hip if I'm gonna do the hip. You can kind of just try it either way and figure out which one feels comfortable for your body type and build. Bonus tip, mistake, you forgot your stand. But if you got a strap, watch this. Voila.
There's a bike in a tree. That's how you make. That's how you make a thumbnail.
Oh,
it's a video.
we're videoing.
It's a video.
He's tired.
I'm tired.
I'm not.